So if I had to think about a few themes, one would be that you tend to see, commoditization is correlated with management impact. If you're the manager of a retailer, of an insurance company, of a commodity company, a miner, for example, a bank, you can have a huge impact on whether your business is great or good, in the Jim Collins words. If you're managing a business that already has a wide moat, I mean, you're more of a caretaker. Your job is to not screw up. Your job is not to roll out new Coke, right? Your job is to keep the business going the way it is. But waking up every morning, and this goes back to the theme about sort of what have you done to widen the moat. Whatever your moat is, that should constantly inform every business decision that you make. Back to you, we began this conversation with Walmart. Think about 5-7 years ago when Walmart started to try and compete with Target in fashion. Remember that? They started rolling out a product.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
And did it work? Not really. Because that's not what you don't go to Walmart for hot clothes. You go there for cheap prices. They got off strategy. They forgot the reason why their customers shop there. And then they kind of retooled, and, that laser focus on low prices is what matters for them. Think about LVMH and their focus on scarcity and exclusivity. They'll actually destroy unsold bags. They'll take a $2,000 bag and just shred it to keep that scarcity out there. Or my favorite example, because it's one that I got wrong, think about Amazon's laser focus on the customer experience. I mean, that drives everything they do, is how can they make the customer experience better? And that really is what's created their moat more than anything else, because Jeff Bezos realized very early on that online shopping is different than offline shopping, right? Offline, there's no trust involved. If I walk into a store, I hand somebody cash, they hand me a product, our relationship is finished. There's no trust. But online, I got to trust you send me the right product. I got to trust you don't steal my credit card. I got to trust you send it to me in the time that you say you're going to send it to me. There's a lot of trust there. So a brand matters more online. And I think Bezos figured that out very early on. And that really is everything that Amazon does is about making the customer experience better. And that's why people use it. I mean, I've probably given 50 talks on moats around the world. And I always ask the audience, how many people have bought something off Amazon without checking the price anywhere else? Usually over 3/4 of the hands go up, which is an amazing statement when you think about the ease of checking the price somewhere else.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
that's
anyway,
what I do.
So so that focus matters. Not diversifying. I think you frequently see CEOs have a very good but slower growing business that has a great moat to very high returns on capital. And then they say, my gosh, we still got to grow. And so then they take the capital and they basically set it on fire by investing it in a business where they have no competitive advantage. Like Cintas, when they moved from uniform rental to fire safety and document management, right? Stupid. Cisco moving into set-top boxes and buying the flip. Stupid. Garmin, remember the GPS company, trying to expand into handsets, competing with Nokia and Samsung. Stupid. In all three of those cases, the company would have been far better off just sticking with what it did best and then taking whatever capital it couldn't reinvest in the core business and returning it to shareholders. But of course, because CEOs of bigger companies get paid more than CEOs of smaller companies, that institutional imperative for growth is always there.